Hello there. We are going to take a quick look at finishing up the crab game, and this particular chapter is going to show us how to work a little bit more with the worlds and how we can access some of the methods from the worlds. We are going to learn how to animate images, and I'll show you an example of that in a moment. We are also going to cover concepts including writing constructors, talking about the state of a variable. Is a particular image showing, and if it isn't, how to switch the image. We will talk more about variables, assignment statements, and creating objects using the new keyword, and the little crab is the scenario that we are using. We are going to show you a little bit about what the scene might look like, or the last version of little crab. And if you watch, you can see the animation from the crab. So watch the legs on the crab. If I just press act once, you can see the action, and what's happening is that are two images that are being used, and they're just alternating back and forth in order to simulate the action of a animation. A couple of the concepts that we mentioned, you will be working with using the new keyword to create new objects. And so this is where the two objects, the crab and crab2 pictures, are created. You will continue to work on refactoring code, where you write methods such as check key press, look for worm, switch images. The switch image code shows an example of checking to see what image is active, and then based upon that image, switching the image out, and that's what makes the crabs look like they are walking. And they are also going to introduce counting how many worms are eaten. So we're going to work on using a counting variable and adding up the number of worms that are eaten. There is a sound file that's going to be used. And they will also talk to you about declaring variables at the class level. These are variables that are at the class level. Please notice that they are private. So that is because we don't want anybody to accidentally change the value of those variables, so we make them private. All manipulation and all actions for these variables are then done within these methods. If you notice here, image 1 is set here, image 2 is created here, and that's in the class constructor. The constructor, remember, is going to be named exactly the same as the class. This is a crab class, this is the crab constructor. That's just a quick overview of what your program might look like by the time you get done. They might actually have you displaying a count variable. I don't remember for sure if they have you do that at the end, or that might be part of the final summative assessment for this particular project. But that's your introduction to Chapter 4. Have fun and be sure to ask lots of questions because the coding is getting more complicated now.